ABC General Hospital spoilers reveals that the secrets are gradually revealed. That's what Curtis has been looking forward to the most. Curtis had a rather difficult childhood without his father by his side. According to his memories, his father passed away from heart disease a long time ago. Curtis has to take care of family in the absence of a father. But one day, Marshall appeared in town and claimed to be Curtis's father. He wished to reunite with his son, but of course, Curtis refused this request. How could Curtis easily trust someone like Marshall? Unless he was willing to share stories of what happened in the past, why Marshall had to fake his death, Marshall had always shied away from this issue, thinking that Curtis would be too in danger if he knew too much. As a result, the father-son relationship became more and more distant. Marshall decides to leave town, but then Curtis regrets it and stops her. Curtis has no choice but to ignore it all to accept Marshall, of course, because he also knew that Marshall was suffering from a mental illness. But thanks to that behavior of Curtis, Marshall has opened up more, and he seems to be about to reveal all that has happened in the past. Before that, it was true that Marshall refused to answer Curtis's questions, making the relationship more and more strained. Curtis is also stubborn and doesn't want their father back unless he learns of what happened in the past with Marshall. Then one day, Marshall also said goodbye to everyone and left Port Charles after a long time trying. Marshall left his grandson, TJ, one of his favorite trumpets. Then TJ and Molly tried to find Marshall's whereabouts because TJ loved the grandfather very much. He also blamed Curtis for being too cold with Marshall, only to end up getting worse when they found out that Marshall was in an unstable state of health. Marshall was immediately taken to the hospital for observation. After Curtis received this news, he also knew that he had been too stubborn in the past time. During the time Marshall appeared in town, he also did a lot of useful things. Marshall and his band performed volunteering at the hospital, and at that time, he also discovered that Effie had very special powers, but she was just an ordinary nurse. Marshall felt it was a waste of his elite quality that Effie continued to bury her head in her job as a nurse at the hospital. That's why Marshall repeatedly confided in Effie and advised her to pursue the path of becoming a doctor. Effie shows no interest in Marshall, but she is actually attracted to his offer. That is a great motivation for her to strive and pass the MCAT exam. Thanks to that, Marshall and Effie's relationship also became closer. Surely, the predestined relationship of Marshall and Effie would not be able to stop simply like that. For Effie, Marshall was a very special person who have helped Effie have a brighter future. If Effie hadn't met Marshall, perhaps her life would have been a very normal one. The two of them will soon meet again, especially to congratulate Effie on passing the medical exam. Can the beautiful story between Effie and Marshall be developed further? After all, they were both lonely people, so it was possible that this arrangement was meant to bring the two of them together. The chemistry between these two is also going very well. Let's wait to see if the love story between the two of them can develop in the next episodes.